Hello, 8th graders. So this is the set of doodle notes that go along with the fossil fuels notes if this was the one of the two topics that you chose to complete. So fossil fuels. This one is a little bit larger, but it is a really big issue that does need to be addressed. So first things first, remember you need to put your name at the top of your page. Okay, so for my sake, I'm going to put Mrs. G. Okay, so because this is something that you're going to practice with, and as you'll see, every other one is actually like only one page. I am just going to go through and make sure that you know which ones are your key terms and what are things that you need to complete. Okay, so the key terms that you are going to be focusing in on, I'm going to put in this like pinkish color. So you have fossil fuels. And again, how you highlight the key terms and the definitions is up to you. But key term, and you have definition over here. So make sure that you go through and determine what do you need to know. Okay, coal is your other key term, and your definition is listed here. Okay, that is it for key terms on this page. I'm going to go over here. The difference between non-renewable versus petroleum. Okay, so non-renewable here, petroleum over here. And then your last key term is ores. Okay, and that is this big old definition. So condense it down as much as possible. Okay, so these are your key terms. I'll put a little key at the top for you. Okay, so key terms. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now the questions that need to be answered, I am going to highlight them in blue, this like bluish green color. And these are questions. Okay, so first things first, write a question that you have about each type of fossil fuel. Okay, so that would go into these boxes. Doodle a picture to match each caption showing how coal takes millions of years to form. Okay, so you need a 3-step sequence using these terms. And then there are large coal reserves in the United States. What does this tell us about Earth's climate in the United States of the past? So you're essentially, what does this tell us about the United States in the past? And that'll be answered here. Okay, so 3 questions on that side. Use color and fun lettering to create a Wordle of things you know about non-renewable resources in this box. Now, Wordle is not, in this case, the 5-letter like guessing game in the Times magazine, but rather Wordle is like building a word cloud, that sort of a thing. Okay, so how does oil form? Write a caption below. So you're essentially doing the opposite from the first page. So write a caption below each picture to explain how it takes millions of years to form. So you are going to tell me what's happening in each of these to where we eventually end with oil. Okay. What does the location of oil today tell us about the past? Okay. So that will be filled in here. and then list the world's largest oil reserves. This one you will need to Google. Okay. So make sure you Google this for your answers. Okay. So largest oil reserves. And let's see if we can come up with 3. 3 fits nicely right there. Okay. See if you can come up with 3. Okay. Next. A light bulb contains copper, zinc, tungsten, and tin. From which countries might each one come? So, you need... Okay. So, you're trying to find only one country that would have all of these materials. Okay. Use this table to help you. Okay. That scan this QR code and view 2 maps. Look closely at the copper deposit maps compared to the Earth's plate maps. So you will use this to answer that question. So use the maps to add labels and detail to the blank map in the Doodle page. Okay, so essentially all of this is just one. After looking at the 2 maps, what can you infer? So what can you make a guess toward about resource distribution and tectonic plate movement? Okay. So that'll be answered down here. Okay, so all of that are just the key terms. You need to highlight your definitions and you need to answer all the questions. Plus, add a little bit of color. Okay, there's not a whole lot that you truly can color, but you can make it pretty. I promise. Okay. Awesome. If you have any questions about the expectations, please reach out to your teachers. We would love to help. Awesome. Thank you.